I literally just put on so much powder. I just did so much. Okay.
Oh my God.
Steve, I am so happy to be talking with you. So today I'm hoping that you can actually walk me through a few tips on how to look better on webcam, basically, because I feel like we all look so blurry. All of our features look really, really weird on webcam. It like distorts you in such a weird way.
Well, I'm super excited to be here to chat with you and share all my tips on making yourself look better on webcam, because it's definitely been a mission for me, but something that, has become the new normal. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Steve Kassajikian. I'm the global makeup artist for Urban Decay Cosmetics.
Where do you think is like the best, well, obviously the best place I've known to do makeup is by a window. Is that like the best place to take all of your video meetings and stuff too?
Yeah, that's what I do, is I choose my living room. It has the best lighting. So I face my camera right in front of the window, and I always feel like I look perfect. Even when I feel like I look a little tired, the natural light kind of helps me.
So we're parked in front of my window. Sponge is wet and ready to be used. What is step one?
I use about like one pump, like a pea size. I don't use a lot.
Pea-sized. Meanwhile, I'm over here with like a glob.
I feel that concealer gives me enough coverage, but it looks better on camera in a sense that I feel that my skin is more even toned. Okay. And I get slightly more coverage than just my regular foundation without looking too heavy. I'm gonna start with one where it's more of my skin color, and I'm gonna use that to kind of even out my skin and cover up this blemish. You don't have to apply too much. I usually start like, just kind of like doing a streak like on my cheek. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Of course, let's cover up this hideous blemish. And now I want you to take a little bit of your setting spray. Ooh. And just do a couple squirts right on top, like maybe 4 or 5. And then go ahead and just like kind of squeeze it together. This way, not only are you laying your makeup down smoothly, but you're going to press it in so that it doesn't move, because you're locking it in with that setting spray. But that's pretty much it, and you're gonna see that it's going to give you such great coverage. And of course, based off of your skin's needs, you can go ahead and add a little bit more in different areas, whether you have discoloration or breakouts, and cover all of that as well. I don't use too much concealer, so I do a little triangle, but I kind of just do it like in the corner of my eye here.
Okay.
And then I'll do a little bit like towards the end. So you and I right now, as we're chatting and walking through these steps, it's going to take a little longer. But if you're just at home doing it on yourself, it'll take you 15 minutes max, because a lot of the products that we are using are multi-use. I'm going to go in with my all-nighter face powder, and I'm going to take my powder brush. And I'm just really going to focus the powder just in the center of my face. Again, because I just want to set the center of my face.
I literally just put on so much powder. I just did so much. Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's a little excessive.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. I can fix this.
Just dust it off, dust it off.
Thank God that we went in with that brighter under eye concealer, because quarantine sleep schedule right now is absolutely insane. It's so hard for me to sleep through the night at all. I can't do it.
So I don't know what is happening, but for some reason, I don't get sleepy until after midnight. Now we want to start to bring some definition into the skin so that you don't look so one-toned.
Yeah, I look like a little ghostly.
So we're gonna start going with I'm gonna use a deeper shade in concealer for my contour. You can use cream, liquid, whatever you have around the house.
Okay.
For you, I want you to start applying from your hairline, so the middle of your ear.
Right here.
Apply like kind of like in a dot formation, or you can do one swipe.
Okay.
I want you to kind of go down about halfway to the eye.
Dots. That's a good idea because I feel like the swipe, so much can go wrong so fast.
When it comes to contouring, warmer colors are going to give you depth. Cool tones are going to hollow out.
And then should I do this massively large forehead?
Come on, Tyra Banks.
I'm Tyra and Rihanna's baby.
And you can just put some around there as well.
Okay.
And I'm blending up to my brow and then kind of like outward. And then of course you can blend down too for your nose.
Okay. Oh my gosh, you're so fast. I'm like.
No, take your time. Because I will keep blending for like 10 hours. Do you see like your eye area? You see how you have like that depth and hollowness?
Yeah.
And look how your nose is starting to like really get defined now because before you did this, your nose kind of like blended into your skin.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have like nice color and definition around your face. I'm starting to see your cheekbones. Like everything is like falling into place. I'm just gonna take a little bit of my bronzer on my fluffy brush.
I feel like this is already making me look like way less flat compared to before.
So good. And it's giving your skin this nice, beautiful warmth.
Whoa, I'm looking at my camera and I'm like, oh my God.
I just lost 10 pounds.
Quarantine 15, who?
I know, right? Brows really do help define the eyes and shape the eye. So I do think it's important to add a little bit of love to your brow, whether it's just a slight tint of a gel or filling in those sparse areas. You're going to see that it makes such a difference. I always like to start off by combing my brows up. So I always start with the base of my brow, kind of going all the way through. And you can see I'm just flicking this pencil across because that's going to give you the illusion of more of a natural brow than a drawn-on brow. Yeah, your brow looks good. But you can see from one to the other, it just gave that color back to your brow. This one eye looks slightly lifted. Your eyes look a little bit more defined. So brows do make a really big statement. I love using products multi-purpose. So I love using like my bronzers, my blushes and stuff like that to really carve out my eye and define them. Mm-hmm. So let's use what we already have. One less product for you to apply. I'm just gonna go in with my bronzer. I'm going back and forth in circular motions and really just carving out that area. And I'm taking it all the way in, just like you are, like right where your brow is.
Okay.
Just like we had that cream contour. And we're just kind of going back and forth in a circular motion, really carving out the eye and building that definition. Oh, so pretty. See, look at the difference from one eye to the other.
Seriously.
Just enhance that crease, but your eye almost looks deeper of a socket. And I take the same color and I'm gonna just apply it underneath my eye as well. So now to add all the definition to your eyes, we're gonna go in with mascara. I'm using Perversion. So grab your favorite mascara.
Okay. I like really, really thick lashes, so I go in with like 5 coats of mascara. Your lashes are beautiful.
Oh, these guys?
Oh my God.
The perks of being Middle Eastern, but the downside is you're like hairy all over. Do you know how much money I spent to laser my back hair?
Oh my God. Do you do bottom lashes?
I don't for myself, but I recommend that you do.
Okay.
Especially when you're on camera. I know in person you typically won't do it, but look, the eye without bottom lashes, it looks really like flat. Mm-hmm. Where the eye with it, your eyes look really like defined. You can see the almond shape a little bit better. Okay, so on to blush. I tend to stick with something that's a little bit more warmer, peachier, more on like the bronzier color. So I'm just gonna apply my blush right on the apples of my cheek. And again, I'm pressing this in and blending it up into my contour so that I have this nice, smooth transition, and I have my shape here and my color here. Oh, I love that color on you.
Yay! I like this color too.
Go back with our shadow brush.
Okay.
Dip into our blush. Just like kind of like here on the outer corner. We're not going to take it all the way in, just kind of keeping it on the outer corner.
Okay.
I'm just kind of like applying it right in there just to give this like really pretty monochromatic pop of color. I love a monochromatic vibe. I think it looks so pretty and it reads really well on camera. So when it comes to highlighter, I like to focus this on the areas that are going to enhance your features and that the camera is going to catch.
Okay.
So before applying a highlighter, I want you to take your setting spray. I want you to just do like 1 or 2 squirts. Okay. And then I want you to go in with your highlighter. I'm gonna go ahead and just press this guy into my cheekbone. And because my skin is damp, it's going to pick up that highlight and kind of melt it into my skin so that it gives this illusion of a nice dewy glow and you don't look overdone. Wing.
I was always too scared to put on highlight after spraying my face because I was like, oof, I don't think the world is ready, but it's ready now.
Oh yeah. All we're doing is talking while we're on these video calls. So the main focus is your mouth. So your lip should always be really nicely defined and shaped. So that's why I like to go in with a slightly deeper lip pencil than my actual lip color because I want to add that dimension. Then we're gonna keep it really clean and simple. I'm gonna go in with a glossy tint and apply that right on top. And this is a pretty neutral shade, close to my lip color. Okay, last but not least, let's set it all in place. We've used the guide throughout our entire process, and now we're gonna do it one last final time.
Great, okay. Setting spray shower.
Yes, I know, a little more, just
just a little more. I can't believe like the difference, like just a few little hits of things makes. I can't believe it.
And you know, again, when you're on a Zoom call, whether it is with a friend or if it's business, you don't want to be completely overdone. And you now look so presentable, but so natural, and every feature that you want to show off is now standing out.
Maybe one day we'll see each other in person, counting down the days.